What's going on again, guys? Today we have another Super Mario by Jakks Pacific figure unboxing. This is the 4-inch scale, and this is 3 figures from wave 25 of the 4-inch line. So we do have the Red Koopa Troopa, we have the Boomerang Bro, and we have Kamek the Magikoopa. So guys, my name is Matt, and this is the Pop Complex. Guys, welcome back to the Pop Complex. Today we're going to unbox these 3 Super Mario figures by Jakks Pacific from Wave 25. These are the 4-inch scale, so let's go ahead and get started and take a look at these in the package. First, we have the Red Koopa Troopa. Now, the Koopa Troopa was previously issued as the Para Troopa, so he did have the wings that were removable, but you can see his shell here is solid and does not have those 2 holes in it like the Para Troopa did. The Para Troopa had his wings packaged with him separately. You could pop those out since they were on a ball joint and have a regular Koopa Troopa, but he wasn't a true Koopa Troopa because he did have the 2 holes there still in his shell. So now we have finally the solid shell, just the Red Koopa Troopa. Hopefully Jakks Pacific will follow suit and give us the green shelled version of the plain Koopa Troopa as well. You can see he comes with a coin. We have tons of those. Jakks Pacific just throws in the coin as a generic accessory, but it's okay. I just wish we had more question mark blocks or maybe even brick blocks or POW blocks that came packaged with these rather than the standard coin. And we have next the Boomerang Bro. So here's the Boomerang Bro. I think he was previously maybe issued in the World of Nintendo line, which is long since out of print or no longer in production. Everything is now under the Super Mario banner. So here's the Boomerang Bro. We'll take a look. He does have a blue shell as opposed to the Hammer Bro that had a green shell, and I did unbox the Hammer Bro, guys, in a previous video. I'll put a link in the description. Check that out, guys, if you have not. He has his boomerang right here, and we'll just take a look here at the back of the card. Here we do have pictures of the other figures in Wave 25. So we have a reissue of Fire Mario, which we already have, so that's why he's not in this video. And we have a typical plain Luigi. He is the open mouth, closed fist version of Luigi. So we already have that, guys. And he does come with a mushroom. So we are only unboxing here the 3 figures from this wave that are brand new to the Pop Complex. And finally, the new figure in this wave that we did not have is Kamek the Magikoopa. And there he is, guys. I believe he was previously issued in the 4-inch scale, but he is being reissued here, guys. And I did not have this one, so I picked him up this time since I didn't have him, and he comes with his magic wand. So guys, let's take a closer look at these, all 3 of these out of the package. Stay tuned. All right, guys, and we're back here with these 3 figures out of the packaging. So we'll take a first look at the Red Koopa Troopa. So first of all, take a look at the detail on his shell. Like that, without the holes, as the Para Troopa did. Now, his eyes are painted like with green irises there. You can see the hook bill, his shoes. Red shoes. Overall, a very nice figure, nice looking. So hopefully we'll get the green Koopa Troopa as well. And I would love to see actually Jakks Pacific do the yellow and blue Koopa shells, also like we saw in Super Mario World way back in 1991. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that, guys. I don't know if that would be high in demand or not, but I would love to see that. So we'll take a look at his articulation. His head is on a ball joint, as you can see. So there's a little bit of restriction here with the rim of his shell as far as going back, but he does get a good range of motion up and down, forward and back, and all the way 360 degrees all the way around. He does have a small shoulder joint here, so you can see his arms do go up and down here at the shoulder as much as his shell will allow. There's a little bit of a cutout here on each side of his arms and legs to give a little bit more mobility and posability there, but there's a slight shoulder joint there, but he can go forward with his shoulder and back as far as his shell will allow. You can see he has an elbow joint right there, and he also has a wrist swivel, so his wrist can swivel from side to side. Same way with the other arm. Now the legs, you can see the legs are on looks like a ball joint here. They can go forward and back and inward and outward just a little bit. You can see the hinge right there that would allow a little bit more of a wider stance like that, but it doesn't look like he can get too far out with the way that his body is sculpted. He does have a swivel here at what would be his, I guess, his knee or shin or calf, wherever that would be, but he does have basically it's a foot swivel. So that's about it for the articulation on this guy as far as the legs go. So you can see he has a tiny little tail there, which it looks like it's articulated, but it may not be from side to side, but I really can't see how you would be able to get too much posability out of that. I think some of the 4-inch scale Koopa kids have a much more articulated tail, so you can get a little bit more posability out of those guys. But there he is, guys, the Red Koopa Troopa. And he does come with the standard common Jakks Pacific Super Mario coin accessory. So we have a ton of those. Let's take a look next at the Boomerang Bro. So the Boomerang Bro, like I stated, I believe he was previously issued in the World of Nintendo line, but it has been a while since we've seen this guy in the 4-inch line. So I'm really happy to finally be able to pick him up. And it seems like he took a little while to get to my area and start showing up in some of the stores around my area. So he, of course, does come with his signature boomerang accessory, which looks really nice, not too complex, very simple. Now, the Boomerang Bro's first appearance was, of course, in Super Mario Brothers 3, along with the Hammer Bro, which was returning from Super Mario Brothers. The Hammer Bro first appeared in the original Super Mario Brothers, but this is Boomerang Bro. He does have a blue shell, blue helmet, and blue boots, as opposed to the Hammer Bro figure that has green helmet, green shell, green boots. Now, his head is articulated on what seems to be just a left and right swivel. Oh, no, there's a hinge there in the front of the neck, so he can get a little bit of downward motion, but it seems to be pretty stiff, and his head really can't go back too far because of his shell. So he gets a full 360-degree side-to-side motion there. It does look like there's a little bit of a seam here on his jaw, but there's no articulation there. It looks just like how the figure was assembled, put together. Now, as far as the arms go, you can see the shoulder hinge right here, so allowing his shoulders to go out up to about a full 90-degree angle there outward, but only down as far as his shell will allow here, and he can get forward and back as far as the shell will allow. We have that cut out here on the arms and legs to allow a little bit more posability, but he doesn't get too much. But again, guys, this is the design of the character. The sculpt and design of the character doesn't allow for too much posability and articulation if we want to get the likeness right. So he does have a small elbow joint here. It looks like that's as far as he can get with the range of motion on his elbow, and both of his wrists are on a 360-degree swivel. This hand is sculpted tight, closed like a fist, and this one is a closed gripping hand, so he can hold on to his boomerang. Now, the legs here are on a ball joint, so you can get a little bit of a wider stance with the range that the shell will allow. You can see the hinge right there, so his legs can go out to about right there. Well, maybe a little bit more, but he kind of looks funny that way. But he does have the hinge there, and his legs can go forward and back like that. And he does, like the Koopa Troopa, he has that knee or calf ankle swivel that allows his feet to swivel inward and outward like that. He does have a small tail here too. Looks like it's molded separately from the rest of him, but I don't see any articulation really there that you guys would want to mess with or care too much about. But there he is, guys. That is the Boomerang Bro figure. Very nice. Jakks Pacific continues to deliver really good, charming likenesses of the video game characters. Very simple at a good price point. So very proud to own these and add these to the Jakks Pacific Super Mario collection. Okay, guys, and now finally we will take a look at Kamek, Magikoopa Kamek. Now there he is, guys. He was previously issued in this line, but he has been reissued in this wave. I did not have him, so I picked him up in this wave so that I could have him in the collection. And really, there's not a whole lot to say about his articulation because of the way his sculpt is in this robe. But Magikoopa's first appearance was in Super Mario World, and he did appear again in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, as more of a main antagonist with the name Kamek in that, and he was known to ride a broom as well in that game. So he does come with his signature magic wand accessory, slides right down in his gripping fist there. And there is no head articulation here, guys, because of the way this robe and hat is sculpted. He cannot turn his head side to side at all. As far as arm articulation, there is a small shoulder joint which will allow him to get a little bit of an angle outward or upward with the shoulder, but not a whole lot. It is just the way this guy is designed, the character in this robe. He can get a little bit, not a whole lot, but he can go forward and backward with his arm, his shoulder, and he does have wrist swivel, full 360-degree wrist swivel on both hands. But pretty stiff, pretty restrictive. This guy's a pretty cool figure, but he lacks in the articulation just the way he was designed. Now, if we look under the robe here, we see that he has his feet, his boots are molded in, and there is no articulation for them to go side to side. It's really not needed in this situation because you really never see his feet. So there he is, guys. There is Kamek Magikoopa, and now we're going to have a little bit of fun for a size comparison. I am going to bring in the Jakks Pacific Super Mario 2.5-inch Koopa figure that I previously have, and just to show the size comparison next to the 4-inch scale, he is pretty much identical. Of course, these 2.5-inch figures, they have less articulation than their 4-inch counterparts. There he is, and we also have the green shell version of the Koopa Troopa, which I'm hoping Jakks Pacific will give us in the future in the 4-inch scale. They probably will, of course they will, guys. But we're just keeping our fingers crossed that shows up. And I'm also bringing in the 2.5-inch scale Kamek Magikoopa, just to show you the size comparison here. Now, really, he doesn't look too much smaller in comparison to the 4-inch scale. Now, Kamek is not a big character, so he's not going to really fill out that 4-inch scale to the fullest like some of the other characters would, but he is in scale with that measurement, the 4-inch line. So here is the 2.5-inch Magikoopa just to take a look, and I previously unboxed him, guys, in a video. I will link that in the description as well. His wand is removable there. So there he is, guys. So thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. So I have a bonus figure that I'm going to show you guys from the next upcoming wave, and this was the only new figure that I did not have in this wave that I wanted to pick up, and that is the Piranha Plant in the red pipe. Now, guys, I have the Piranha Plant in the green pipe already, but they have given us the red pipe version in the Super Mario line for the first time. As you can see, he comes with a question mark block instead of a coin. Thank goodness. I need more of those question mark blocks as opposed to the coins. So bonus time, we're going to get this guy out of the package. Stay tuned. All right, guys, here's the red Piranha Plant in, well, the red piped Piranha Plant out of the package. So we'll take a closer look at the detail. You can see his mouth and teeth and the signature spots on a Piranha Plant, his leaves, and the pipe itself. Now, this is just a repaint of the green version. So now we have the red version in the 4-inch scale. And here's the question mark block that he comes with. Very cool. Love that. Appreciate having that. But here he is. We'll take a look at his limited articulation. So you can see the back of the head here, the stem, he is articulated there. So you can pose him from side to side with his his head there, and he does have a jaw hinge, so you can close that up actually all the way. There is a little bit of a split here, guys, with the way the figure is sculpted to close that all the way, but you can see he does open up to the limits of this hinge right here all the way, revealing his teeth and his tongue there inside. But you can keep him kind of semi-open there, and he is articulated here at the base of the stem coming out of the pipe. Not really sure why you would need that articulation, because the pipe is completely the same all the way around, so no matter which way you turn it, he's still going to look the same. There's no articulation in the leaves, but that's the design of the piranha plant right there, guys. So there he is, bonus figure out of the new wave, piranha plant, red pipe with the question mark block. So thanks for watching today, guys. If you appreciate this video and enjoy what you see, please hit that like button, and I would appreciate it, guys, if you would subscribe if you have not already. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified. That way, anytime I upload a new video to the Pop Complex, you guys will be notified and can see that video right away. You can support the channel and help it grow, as always, patreon.com/the Pop Complex. There will be a link in the description. Thanks, guys, and have a super day.